Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm the Book Geek, also known as Kiava. And today I'm going to talk about all the books that I need to finish by the end of the year. So these are the books that I have started reading and have gotten, through some pages. I've started reading these and I need to finish them. And I would like to finish the majority of these by the end of the year. If I'm being honest, these are not even all the books that I have started this year, but haven't finished. But these are the ones that I'm going to try to prioritize, if that makes any sense. And I would like to finish these books before December 31st or by December 31st. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to go through that and show you guys those books, as well as some other books that I haven't started yet that I also want to try and get to by the end of the year. And I'm recording this at the end of November. So that does not leave me much time to actually get this much reading done. But since I work at a public school, we do have Christmas break coming up, which will leave me several days work-free to squeeze in a lot of reading. I'm also going to be reading some of these as I listen to the audiobooks to help me get through them faster. So let's just dive right in and let's just get into it. Books that I need to finish by the end of the year and my December TBR. And these are in no particular order. I just stacked them up here and we're gonna just go through these as I grab them down. The first one here is what was that? A piece of dust. The first one here is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I started this book. Did I start this book this year? I don't even remember. I don't know. It's been sitting on my TBR cart. I can't remember if I started this book this year or last year. All I know is that it's a book that I started and I'm too embarrassed to show you the amount of pages that I actually read to because it's not very much at all. Just know that I've started this one and haven't finished it, and I would like to finish it by the end of the year. And I found a free audiobook version for this book on YouTube, which I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks towards the end of the year to try and, squeeze in a lot of books to make to meet my goal for the year. So I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks lately, and this is actually a book that I wanted to read myself. There are some books that I just don't want to listen to. I want to read them myself and be fully devoted to that book and immersed in that book. But because I'm so pressed for time and I would like to just get these books off my TBR, I am going to listen to this one, but I'm also going to read along as I listen. And sometimes I might just read without listening to the audio and, mix it up a little bit. But like times when I'm busy and I can't really have a book in front of me, I'll just listen. If I'm driving, I'll just listen. And then other times when I'm just, sitting at home doing nothing, I can actually read some of the pages and read and listen at the same time as well. And I think everybody knows what the story of Frankenstein is about. I don't think I need to go into that. I have this really great bookmark too, Frankenstein bookmark, which is awesome. It goes right with this book. So that's that one. Right now, I'm also reading The Unwelcome. This book is magnificent. Oh my God, this book is so fucking creepy. It is a book that I had started in October, and I'm at the end of this one, actually, my thriller bookmark, okay? Any bookmark that I show in this video, I'm going to link the shop down below in case you guys are interested. But as you can see, I'm almost done with this book. I think I can actually finish this one tomorrow. I don't have far to go at all. It's, the glare is killing me right now, but this is all I have left right here. That's all I have left to read. So I'm going to finish that most likely tomorrow. I am loving this one. Oh my God. In this story, I don't want to ruin anything, but I'm not going to spoil anything. It is a horror book. And this woman named Kate, she has recently broken up with her boyfriend. His name is Lutz, and she is trying to mend some fractured relationships with her friend. And she decides to tag along with her friend Alice, and as they go on this trip away to a cabin that they were supposed to stay at. Now, originally, it was supposed to be Alice and her boyfriend, but she loves Kate. Kate is a friend of hers. And so she, told Kate that she could come along with them. And they invited another friend, Riley, along. So we have a group of friends. They're at this cabin, and her boyfriend has followed her here to this cabin, and he is terrorizing all of them. It is so bizarre. I'm not going to ruin anything, but this book reminds me of the movie It Follows and the movie Get Out. So if you liked either of those movies, you will probably enjoy this book. Creepy stuff, creepy stuff. I also need to finish reading The Hobbit. I started this one because of school. This was a book that was assigned from my English teacher that we need to read and do assignments on. And it is a book that I've also always wanted to read, so I don't have a problem reading this one. I'm actually listening to this one and reading this one at the same time. And I think I'm on chapter 7. I'm on chapter 7. So this is a book that we need to have complete by the end of this class. I think the 7th week of this course, we need to be finished with this book. And right now we are on week 5. I'm definitely going to be finished with this book before the end of December, because I need to be finished with this book by the end of that course. And that course ends in December. So I'm enjoying it. Of course, I've seen the movie and everyone knows what The Hobbit is about. So I'm not going to go into detail about this one. I mean, I hope you know what The Hobbit is about. I don't really want to go into details about the more popular books. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm on chapter 7 and I know I'm going to be done with this one. So I also need to finish reading The Magician. This one was sent to me by the author. I'm in the middle of this one. I'll finish reading this one during Christmas break, and I'm going to review it before the year is out as well. The author sent me this book. I promised that I would read this book and provide an honest review of the source material, which I'm really enjoying the book so far. I just, schooling and I was getting back into work, and I had hit a bout of depression that I do not want to talk about. And so I wasn't reading at that time. So now I'm getting back into things, and, I'm kind of pressed for time because of that. But like I said, I'll have some vacation time coming up, and this book was really great, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to just fly through the rest of this. I'm also going to be reading this one as I listen to the audiobook. There is no way I would be able to finish this chunker of a book by the end of the year if I was just reading it. So I have to listen to the audiobook. And that is the first book of Game of Thrones. And the dust cover is, somewhere up on this tall shelf over here. Book 1 of A Song of Ice and Fire. I haven't gotten very far. I haven't gotten very far at all. I am on page 233, my Aria bookmark, okay? And yeah, I'm going to have to listen to the audiobook. Game of Thrones is very popular. Not going to go into details about what this is about. Love the show. And I really love the book. I have a habit, guys, of starting books, okay? I'll be interested in a book. I'm reading it. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. And then, I see a book over there that I want to read. I'll put this one down and I will get that other book and I will start reading that one. And then I'll see another book that I like and I'll put that one down and I'll start reading that one. And then somebody will see me reading a book and they'll give me a book of theirs to borrow to read. And I'll start reading that one. And then before you know it, I got 10 unread fucking books and no idea how I'm going to finish them. I read more than one book at a time anyway, so it just snowballed out of control, okay? I need to just focus on one book at a time, but I can't because I tried to absorb so many books at one time, and then before you know it, like, this is just ridiculous. Look how many unread books, half-read books I have. There's gotta be a therapy class for this. They make a pill for this shit. Speaking of people that lend me their books, I need to finish reading November 9, which a co-worker of mine's brought in for me to read. She found out that I like to read books. We started talking about books, and she said she was going to bring this book in for me. And it's like, girl, I'm in the middle of like 10 damn books, but give it to me. I'll take it. And I've already started reading this one. This is a romance book. I also need to dust because these books have been sitting for so long. I also need to finish reading Behind Her Eyes. I picked this one up because I was very anxious to watch the TV show, and I did not want to watch that particular TV show. Is it a TV show or a movie on Netflix? I think it's a TV show. I'm not sure. But I did not want to watch the Netflix show, movie, whatever it is, before reading the book, because I hear this one is really trippy and that you should definitely read the book first. So I am on page 105 and I, just need to finish this one. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. Are they playing a game with this woman? Is she playing a game with them? There's trouble in these people's marriage, and somehow this other woman has found herself caught in the middle. And that's all I'm going to say. And lastly, this book was on a TBR from way back early in the year. And that is Brown Girl Dreaming. It's a book written in verse, like a poetry type book. I think I can get through this one fairly quickly because it's written in poetry format. So it's not going to take me long to read that. The ones I'm going to show you now is my December TBR. I have not started any of these books yet. And some of these I won't get through at all. We're just going to see how many I can actually get through. The ones that I need to finish, those are priority. These are just, if I get to them, I get to them. If I don't, I don't. And up first is yet another book that one of my coworkers have given me to read. People at work see me reading books. They know I like books. We start talking about books and they're like, oh, I got a book that you should read. And I've seen this book on Bookstagram and BookTube. I've heard people talking about this book and I've seen it in the stores, and I never really been that interested in reading it. But I work at a public school, and one of the teachers that I work with in the class with, he is a 4th grade teacher. He needs somebody to talk to about this book because nobody, that he knows and, personally, that he's familiar with and close with is interested in reading this book. They don't read. And so he knows that I like to read. He's like, I'm giving this to you because I want you to read this book so we can talk about it together. And I understand that so much because that's one of the reasons why I joined BookTube and Bookstagram, because I needed other people to talk to about books because none of my friends really read. None of the people that I'm close with really read. Same thing with certain TV shows. I get on the internet and talk to certain people that I know like the same things that I like, because the people that are in my life don't like the same things that I like. They're watching This Is Us and I'm watching fucking Walking Dead and Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad. And I got nobody to talk to about that kind of stuff. So, they're watching reality TV, which I don't fucking like reality TV shows. And I'm watching these fucking TV shows and that nobody that I know watch. So I understand that completely. He was like, I'm going to give you this book. He even gave me his Kindle to borrow so that I can read it. And that book is Red Rising. Insert picture. Okay. Is it Darrow or Darrow? Darrow is a red, a member of the lowest caste. Oh, red is the lowest caste in the color-coded society of the future. Like his fellow reds, he works all day believing that he and his people are making the surface of Mars livable for the future generations. So this whole color thing reminds me of, society as it is now, where we have like blue collar workers, pink collar workers, white collar work. Is it white collar? Blue collar? I said blue collar already? I don't know. See, I'm talking too fucking fast. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's get back to the synopsis. Yet he spends his life willingly, knowing that his blood and sweat will one day result in a better world for his children. But Darrow, and his kind have been betrayed. Soon he discovers that humanity already reached the surface generations. Soon he discovers that humanity already reached the surface generations ago. Vast cities and sprawling parks spread across the planet. Darrow and the Reds, like him, are nothing more than slaves to a decadent ruling class. Okay. I can get with this book. I can get with this book. I wonder if he has the audio on the Kindle. Because if he has the audio on there, then I can read this a whole lot quicker. I don't know. If he doesn't have it on there, I might just buy it. Because this sounds like something that I could get with. I don't know. Before, I just was never really interested in it. But maybe now that I'm reading it, the synopsis myself, I find this to actually be more interesting than the way some other people described it. So yeah, I can get down with that. A lot of these books that I'm going to show you, you've probably already seen on past TBRs if you watched any of my past TBRs, and I just haven't gotten to them yet. And another one is Elevation by Stephen King. This is a little short little book that, it's only like 100 and something pages. So once again, during Christmas break, I think I could whip through this one fairly quickly. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be going into in-depth synopsis about all these books. I'm just not. Another one that was on a past TBR that I just have not managed to get to and really want to read is Allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson. Okay, this was supposed to be my first Tiffany D. Jackson book, and I dropped the ball. I just did not get to it at all. So your girl has to pick this one up and read it before the end of the year. Also, Gwendy's Button Box, another short one that I'm pretty sure I could get through in like a day if I actually sit down and concentrate. Another one that I didn't get to in October was Shelter for the Damned. This is a horror novel, and these kids end up at the shack, and there is something sinister inside. And I just love this cover. I always say that every time I show this book. Love the cover so much. Another book that I did not get to in the month of October. Boy, depression fucking sucks, okay? But that is My Best Friend's Exorcism. And oh my God, I already had picked out a bookmark for this one. It's my Exorcist bookmark. Another one that I'm going to be listening to on audiobook and also reading along as I listen is Gone by Michael Grant. If you saw my book series, I would like to begin in 2021 video. This was one of them. Out of all those book series that I said I wanted to start, I think I've only started one. So this will be the second one, and then Hunger Games will be the third one. Another one that I wanted to read before watching the show or movie, whatever, is I'm Thinking of Ending Things. This is a horror, and I hear that is one of those twisted type of what the hell is going on type of books. I could read all these in a day, in less than a day. And that is Saga Volume 5, Saga Volume 6, Saga Volume 7, and Low Volume 2, Before the Dawn Burns Us. And finally, the last book I have here to show you, which is also a graphic novel that I'll be able to bust out in no time, is Long Way Down. I was supposed to start this one, and this is the graphic novel version of this novel by Jason Reynolds. And it's supposed to be very hard hitting, which is one of the reasons why I keep putting it off, but I do very much want to read this. All right, goddammit, Editing Kiki here. I forgot that I also need to finish reading Macbeth, which I'm listening to on audio, and House of the Vampire, which I'm also listening to on audio. All right, guys, that is it. Hit the bell for notifications so you never miss a video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.